Hello, it's Maureen from Mauzy Creations. Today I thought I would do a video on glitter ombre when you're doing your tumblers. This is only the second glitter ombre I've ever done, so it's not perfect, but as always I like to just video my process for you guys, but also for me, so I can go back and look at it and see what I did. So as you can see, this is a bottle, stainless steel bottle, and it has been spray painted just with a blue and a white, and I attempted to ombre that as well. So right now the spray paint is dry, obviously, and right now I am covering that with a thin layer of resin. I'm going to be using the resin as my glue to adhere the glitter. Rub-a-dub-dub. The video is sped up by 2, so it's twice as fast. Don't forget the lid. So these bottles that I like to use have a timber top, so I have spray painted them and I am applying the resin to that too. Because I'm going to be using glitter, I've got a piece of paper on my table just to collect any glitter that I drop. And I'm sprinkling on some chunky blue glitter at the moment towards the bottom. I only wanted a sprinkle of the chunky glitter, not too heavy. A tip for you guys, if you're using chunky glitter, I suggest putting the chunky glitter on first, because obviously the small glitter will fill any gaps that still have epoxy on it. So if you fill up the whole thing with the small glitter, the fine glitter, there won't be anything anywhere for the chunky glitter to adhere to. I'm just grabbing some of my glitters. Sprinkling some more. So the idea with an ombre is that it's heavier down the bottom and it gets lighter and more faded as you go up. Also, I'm doing this off the turner, so I'm actually holding this. I just find that it is easier to just apply the glitter where I want it. And also, when I start applying the fine glitter, it will become important that I've got that control, because I can tilt the bottle and it just helps in getting that ombre effect. For example, like I can just apply the glitter to like the bottom of the bottle. If it's tilted, some of that glitter is going to fall down further down the bottle. So that will help with getting that ombre effect. Okay, so I'm using a number of different colored glitters. So I'm creating my own glitter mix, you could say. So that's why I'm transferring the glitter into that little container. See, there's another glitter. And watching this back, I'm realizing that I've got a mix of blues and aquas and green as well, holographic green. And these glitters are at various different sizes, on the fine side. So now I'm going to transfer the glitter mix into another container. I think my idea was that this container had, you know, like a lid that had that like the holes in it to be like a sprinkle lid, but I don't think that really worked out. You see how the fine glitter is going to fill up all the holes where there's no chunky? Don't forget the lid. Okay, now I've got it on more of an angle, and I'm letting that glitter just sort of flick down. The paper's handy for that. Collecting all that glitter that falls to the table. Here I am trialing the sprinkle lid. Okay, I've switched over the paper because now I'm switching to the white colour. So I want it opaque white just there at the top of the bottle, bottom of the screen, and then I will flick it downwards, kind of the reverse of what I did with the blue glitter, to fill in any of the gaps that may not have blue glitter, to create that blending effect. So you can see how steeply that bottle is pointing downwards, just so that that white glitter can, fall and fill in any of those gaps. Unfortunately, because it is white glitter over white paint, it's really hard to see on the screen. What am I doing there? I must have a hair or something that I'm trying to get out. So you can ombre any colors you like. My customer wanted blue and white, but you could do any color. Blue, a color, and then white is probably the most difficult to get a good blend. Say if you were doing a blue and a purple or a blue and a green, you could probably get that blending done a lot easier. There's a big contrast between a color and then just white. I think I just realized at this point that I forgot to finish off that lid. So I'm doing that now. So when you're working with glitter, it's a good thing to pat down the glitter to ensure that it lays flat, because the more glitter you have sticking up, the more layers of epoxy you're going to need and the more sanding that you're going to need to do. So make your life easier and pat it down. So I've got some left over of that mix that I made. So I think what I'm doing, out of the sight of the camera, I can't really see, but I think I'm mixing that leftover blue mix with some white. And I think that is to create like a lighter color to sprinkle in that zone that is in between the white and the blue, just to aid in that blending. So that's a sneaky little trick you can do. Focusing that on that blended area. Just having a look to see if there's any areas that don't have any glitter on them. Adding some more. Look at that sparkle. Now I'm patting it down. You want to be sure to pat down the that bottom area, particularly the rim, because that's often very tricky to cover with epoxy. You should probably be wearing gloves because it is wet epoxy. Just FYI. It's pretty dry to the touch though because it's covered with glitter, which is dry. So, but still. So that's how it came out. And that's what it looks like with epoxy on it. Isn't it pretty? The chunky glitter just makes it sparkle extra. And that's the finished bottle. So there you go. Thanks for watching. Bye.